Here we are today at Jensen Park for round 7 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition as Bankstown City Lions host Sydney Olympic FC. In goals for Bankstown, let's get straight to the lineups. Number 1, Renee Kristanovska. Number 5, Cecilia Matic. Number 16, Miriam Mostagami. Number 8, Diana Tarkovsky. Number 12, Stephanie Ambrose. Number 10, Maniso Michael. Number 3, Naomi Nguyen. Number 17, Vesna Milivojevic. Number 14, Tanya Bubin. Number 9, Amy Dada. And number 18, Candice Caberas. On the bench for Bankstown, Sky Kesgia. 29, Alice Lee. Number 13, Genevieve Russo. And number 19, Stephanie Skalevska. For Sydney Olympic, number 1, Jada Matheson. Number 3, Natasha Atkin. Number 6, Kate Halaska. Number 2, Jessica Frampton. Number 8, Teresa Polias. Number 5, Emily Koss. Number 16, Panayota Petratos. Number 12, Raquel Borromeo. Number 7, Sarah Yadam. Number 11, Georgia Plessis. And number 15, Sienna Fraser. On the bench for George Beltos' team, number 23, Chiara De Domizio. Number 17, Christy Konovsky. Number 33, Erin Phelan. Number 38, Sarah Barker. And number 27, Claire Katumbas. It's been quite the start for Beltos' team this season, with only 1 loss in 7 games, and sitting in 5th spot. They've surprised all with promotion from the NPL2 competition last season, and they're looking to leave their mark on the NPL1 and potentially run for a premiership spot. They'll have to do it today without influential Susan Funsongkham, who is missing from the starting lineup today. She's been integral for the Olympics so far this season, scoring goals on the regular. Should be a massive miss to this team, who went down last week to the MacArthur Rams, 3-2 with a last-minute penalty to Kylie Ledbrook. As for Bankstown, they missed their own superstar in Mary Fowler, who's tipped to join the Matilda squad for the forthcoming World Cup in France. They're on a run of 2 straight losses after that sensational 4-3 victory against Manly, and their other win during the season coming against the emerging Jets. We're underway now. The Olympic in possession. Bankstown looking to get out of this corner. They've been here for a couple of seconds now, and they've spread the ball left. Mostagami on the ball. Finds Milivojevic. Milivojevic coming over from the Institute. Very talented young footballer. Teresa Polias now, Sydney Olympics superstar signing over the summer break. She joins from the MacArthur Rams. Massive signing for Sydney Olympic in a bid to remain in NPL1, and as they've shown us so far, definite challenges for the premiership. Polias now taking the free kick for Sydney Olympic. Bankstown managed to clear the lines. And it's now Babin on the break. Not much support in the box. She's got to look back, finds Milivojevic. Again, no options for the midfielder. But Bankstown come forward once more. Again through Milivojevic. Babin. Milivojevic. She can't get to that one, and the Olympic clear their lines. Milivojevic gets past two. Bankstown start again from behind. Giving the ball away. The Olympic look to go the other way. Plessis. Lots of NPL 1 experience in this Olympic squad despite being promoted from NPL 2. Only 2 years ago Bankstown was there as well, and they managed to consolidate their spot in the NPL 1 competition. Almost a ball won by Sienna Fraser there. Steph Ambrose taking the throw. Former Sydney Uni captain. One of their main players in past seasons. Another big signing for Bankstown this season. Her side will be expecting her to lead this team with the experience she has. Almost in there for Bankstown. Data still battling, but Olympic managed to get the ball away. Now Babin looks to go. Can't find Data with her ball. Milivojevic couldn't get there either. And it's this young goalkeeper everyone's talking about, Jada Matheson-Wyman. Keep an eye out for her. She's a Wanderers goalkeeper too in the W League. And a lot of people's... And here's a great opportunity now. And Skaberis finds the back of the net. Great ball by Dada to find the winger in space, and Skaberis makes no mistake, placing it beyond Matheson-Wyman. And Bankstown has a shock 1-0 lead here at Jensen Park. Fine start for Bankstown City. Olympic look now to get back into this game. But it's been a great start by Bankstown. They've been more efficient moving forward. They look like they're going to make something happen. Olympic just hasn't got it going in these opening minutes of this game. Alaska. Good challenge by Ambrose on the left. Confident there by Matic. She loses out though, and now Olympic have an opportunity to equalise. It's Fraser. but Bankstown recover well. Quite a warm April afternoon here at Jensen Park. The reserve grade did have a drinks break. We could be seeing the same thing in this one. And now Data looking to get onto this ball in space. This time Olympic defense on task. Polias looking for a ball. She doesn't receive it. We go wide to Plessis. Plessis back for Kos. Again, the ball can only go as far as Tarkovsky, former Spartans player. And now, well won in midfield by Borromeo. Borromeo once more. Still Borromeo. Looks for Fraser. Fraser loses out and the referee's called a foul on Tarkovsky. Bit of a late challenge on Fraser. It's a perfect opportunity and perfect place for Polias to get on the end of this free kick. Great position for her. We know she can hit him from here. Polias steps up. Teresa Polias! That's Teresa Polias. Ladies and gentlemen, she is one of the best free kick takers in the league, and she's displayed her qualities there. Powerful effort, giving Kristanovska no chance in goal. And we're back on level terms at Jensen Park. Bankstown City 1, Sydney Olympic 1. It's the first real chance of the game for Olympic, and it's come from a set piece, and they've made it count. Looks like we're in for an afternoon of goals, and it's become the norm in the women's competition. Two early goals in this one. We must remember Borromeo started all of that, won the ball in midfield, played a dangerous ball into Fraser before she was fouled. Tarkovsky does well. Dangerous bounce, but she managed to get her head onto the end of that one. Now Babin gives the ball away. Easily picked up by Frampton. And still, Frampton now into opposition territory. She looks into the box, but Petratus wasn't aware. It's Borromeo. Great flick. Almost a 1-2. They would have worked out perfectly. But again, Olympic come once more now. Getting into the game. They're finding their range now in their passing. Late challenge there, and it's a foul on Ambrose. And now it's Babin. Babin with a hit from distance. Doesn't trouble Matheson Wyman. Was a half chance for the home side, but Babin couldn't capitalise on that one. And Fraser's chasing this one down. But the Bankstown defence deal with the pressure from Olympic striker, but they've given the ball away. And Sarah Yadam plays in Plessis. Plessis on Kristanovska. What a save by the Bankstown keeper. She's tipped the ball onto the post. And Bankstown's managed to clear the danger. Great opportunity for Olympic. Sarah Yadam doing well to win the ball and play in Plessis. But Kristanovska up to the task and tipping the ball onto the post. A fine save. Kristanovska spent some years with the Marconi Stallions before making a switch to Bankstown. Came through their youth setup there. She's promised a lot over the years. A fine goalkeeper. It's Fraser now. And the referee brings the ball back for a foul by Mostagami. She did clip at the heels of Fraser. And Polias on the set piece again. Whether she goes for goal or to tee up a teammate, will prove to be a dangerous ball nevertheless. Polias to the far post. Ambrose manages to flick the ball on. Yadam now taking the throw for Olympic. After 15 minutes, it's 1-1 here at Jensen Park. An early goal to Candice Cabarrus after a fine ball by Amy Dada. But she was pegged, and Bankstown was pegged right back with the free kick we're sure to see on the highlight reel from Teresa Polias, giving Renee Kristanovska no chance in the Bankstown goal. Frampton. Apologies, that was Fraser. Snap volley there. She couldn't find the target. It was definitely going to trouble Kristanovska had it made its way on goal. Olympic clear the danger once more. Now Bankstown, who started so well, struggling to combine a few passes. And a lot of balls are going long now in search of Dada. Fine ball by Atkin for Koss. Tchaikovsky looks long. Finds Dada. Dada for Babin. Babin and Milivojevic combine. Great ball by Milivojevic, but unfortunately Skaberis offside. Milivojevic again. Skaberis now. Skaberis finds Dada in the box. Dada, should have done better. In fact, it was Milivojevic. Excellent work by the little magician there. Making her way into the box, enough space, pulling off a shot and just missing the target. Would have been a special goal for Bankstown's number 17. She's been impressive in this opening 20 minutes. A risky ball back there by Atkin, but Matheson Wyman does well. Borromeo. Back to the keeper, Olympic go. Patiently waiting to find their way into Bankstown's half and beat Kristanovska again, or at least challenge her. Frampton with a throw now for Olympic. It's been a much better start to 2019 for Bankstown compared to last season. They found the going tough in their first year in the women's top competition, but they managed to keep their head above water and remain in the competition. And this year they're looking to build on that success. Sokovsky. Babin can't win the ball, and it's Kos now. Square for Petrados. Petrados looks for Yadam. Yadam, a great technician. Finds Petrados. Polias. Now Babin goes the other way. It's Dada. Milivojevic once more. Looking for Skaberis, but Matheson Wyman's quick off her line to clear far upfield. It's Plessis running at Tsakovsky. Tsakovsky does well to block the shot of the winger. In a bit of trouble here in the corner, but she clears well. Fantastic facility here at Jensen Park. Obviously underwent a massive upgrade over the off season and ready for this year. The home of the men's and women's Bankstown City Lions, as well as Bankstown United, two NPL 3 men's clubs, sharing this home, this famous home for football in the state. A lot of famous names have passed over this pitch. Polias with the free kick. Bankstown managed to clear. And here goes Yadam now. Wins a corner for her side. Seemed like she was going nowhere, but manages to win the corner. And it gives Emily Cost a chance to march up the field and get in the box and try and get on the end of this one to give the away side the lead for the first time. And Sarah Yadam blocked there by Newen. It looked like it could have come off her hand, but the referee says no, and now Bankstown looking to go early the other way. But Alaska picks up the ball and she finds Koss now. It'll be interesting to see that with some VAR technology. But unfortunately, none of that in the women's competition and NPL. In saying that, VAR seems to get more decisions wrong than right these days, so let's keep it out of state league football at least for as long as possible. I think it's a long, long way away. Frampton now clears toward Fraser, and the referee's given a foul to Olympic striker after a challenge with Cecilia Matic. Long look at that one, and she feels like she's made the right choice. And it gives Belias another opportunity to cross another ball into the box. Belias, Fraser, but Kustanovska's out of her box quickly to pick that one up. Play my games with the striker. Mostagami looks long for Babin. Babin lays the ball off for Newen, but well recovered by Borromeo. Borromeo plays the ball back to Matheson Wyman. Atkin now looks forward, finds Polias. Polias asking her players to release the ball quicker, but Plessis, very close call there. Linesman with the flag up, and she's found herself in an offside position. Through a frantic first 10 minutes, the game's calmed down now and still 1-1. And Petrados now, famous last name in Australian football, from the father to the brothers. She's had quite the career as well so far in the NPL competition, playing for Koalas and MacArthur, and leaving quite a mark on both those sides. It's Plessis, but her ball for Polias was not good enough. Susan van Songam has been an integral part of Sydney Olympic side, and missing her, you can really see that Polias and her began creating quite the partnership in midfield. Her presence is needed for this Olympic side if they're a challenge for the premiership. And Babin there thinking whether to go or not. Great footwork by the Olympic keeper, finding Yadam, who hits Fraser, and it's Sienna Fraser. Should have done better with that one. Had a lot of time, but didn't take advantage of a great opportunity to put Olympic in front. Excellent work there by Matheson Wyman, and then Sarah Yadam to find her striker all alone. Fraser, of course, scored a peach of a goal last week that you would have been able to see live on our NPL Facebook and YouTube page. Remember, all 6 games from the NPL women competition broadcast live to you every week. Of course, her goals didn't help Olympic last week come away with another victory, which would have seen them sitting in equal first position. Instead, they dropped down to as low as fifth. It's Fraser again. Looking for Borromeo, but Borromeo can't find Plessis. Montagami looks for Babin. Tarkovsky plays it forward. But it's Olympic ball and little pressure now. Akin looks for Kos, but she didn't make the run. And Bankstown restart, but Kostanovska can only find the sideline. It'll be a Sydney Olympic throw. Still very warm here at Jensen Park. And here's Petrados, can hit them from distance. Petrados thought about the pass to Borromeo, instead goes back to Halaska. A flick there, and it's Fraser now. Hits Petrados. Well, that was well wide. Matic looks long. Frampton returns the favour and plays the ball out of play, and it'll allow Bankstown to restart play. Stephanie Ambrose taking the throw for the home side. Akin looking for options. Has to go all the way back to a keeper. Now Plessis with some space in front, but she can't control the ball. It looked like she had a good opportunity to run at Tarkovsky there. She couldn't bring the ball under control, and ball's back with Olympic though. Kos almost takes off the referee's head. Petrados loses out, and it's the goal scorer Skaberis. Looks for Babin, and now Babin's in with a chance after a defensive error. Steph Ambrose, they're taken out from behind by Sarah Yadam, but the referee says great tackle and play on. Missed opportunity there for Bankstown. It looked like they are in after Halaska's error. Stuck in the corner here, Bankstown. And the referee says play on once more. Now Olympic go the other way, and it's 3-on-4. A good opportunity for the Blue. But a poor ball by Polias and miscommunication with Fraser. Sarah Yadam there. Late challenge, it seemed like, from Fraser, but the referee says nothing given. And now she's called the foul. Seems to be getting slightly out of control here at Jensen Park. A few wild challenges. The referee will need to put a lid on it very soon, or things could get out of hand. Pliers having a chat with Fraser and telling her what she expects from her and which runs to be making. Frampton makes her way up with another free kick for Olympic. They haven't made one count yet. From this distance, of course, Polias made a count from just outside the box, smashing in a fine free kick into the back of the net. She's gone direct again, and that was a bit dangerous there from Kristanovska, but she manages to catch that. And now they go the other way. Bit of pressure there on Michael, and she's cleared the ball out. And it's Olympic now in Bankstown's half once more. Yadam looks for Fraser. Sienna Fraser does well to keep the ball in. But the Bankstown defence react well. A bit of sustained pressure here from the away side. It's Petratos in the box, looking to make something happen, but instead she gives the ball away to Steph Ambrose, who can only clear to another blue shirt. That'll be a goal kick for Bankstown. Newen does well to keep possession, finds Babin. Manisa goes back to Matic. Milivojevic has gone quiet, and as have Bankstown's attacks. And fine footwork there by Yadam. She's always had fantastic technique. Something special about her football. Believe it or not, at Cromer Park, Manly United lead the Illawarra Stingrays, who are top of the table 3-1. Quite the start for Manly, who's been struggling this season. They found it tough, and it's a foul in the middle of the park on Polias. A late challenge there. The referee had no choice but to call a free kick for Olympic. Christie Park, it's 0-0 between the Northwest Sydney Koalas and Blacktown Spartans. Polias goes direct for goal. Polias! And Kristanovska's tipped the ball onto the bar and manages to catch that. Polias is well known for those efforts, and Kristanovska should be well aware of the threat she possesses. Plessis now finds her number 8. Midfield maestro. Goes wide to Yadam. Yadam does well to beat her first defender, Sarah Yadam, for Fraser. The Olympic striker couldn't get a touch onto that one. It'll be a throw-in for the away side. Must have come off the head of Tsukovsky. And it's Petrados in the box. Back for Plessis. Low cross from the striker. Bankstown clear the lines, and now Amy Dada looking to launch a counter. She's got Milivojevic in support. Milivojevic looks wide for Babin. Great ball by Babin, but well defended by Olympic. Borromeo for Kos. Well worked there by Kos. But Fraser gives the ball away. And now Dada almost taps in Milivojevic. MacArthur Rams also lead Sydney Uni at Sydney Uni football ground. And here goes Milivojevic now. Can she rip up some magic and looking to take on Kos, and she does. Looks wide for Skaberis, who beats her defender. Frampton recovers well. Still Olympic can't clear their lines. But Yadam now comes back and wins the ball. Has Petrados in front. Given away there by Petrados. It's 1-1 also at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Centre between the emerging Jets and Northern Tigers. Jets took an early lead, but Maddie Bard equalised midway through the first half. Troy Spink's side have showed some steel here today, and they've really done so for much of the season so far. Haven't really been outplayed by many teams. 2 wins already after 6 games. It's been a good turnaround so far, and things can only look and get better for Bankstown City. And today's account shows that they'll give a lot of teams a hard time. Poor ball by Fraser there. It looked a good, and that's a big challenge, but the referees wave play on. But now she's caught her back. Dangerous tackle by Fraser. She flew in there, and she's really got away with one. Seen players go for less. She could have been seeing red. Dangerous tackle from the striker. As they say, a real striker's challenge that one. Frustration after making an error and not finding Polias in what looked to be a dangerous counter-attack. Now Milivojevic with a long run-up. Ala Polias. Milivojevic, but nowhere near Polias' quality, sends it way over the bar. As we near the break, Bankstown City and Olympic are currently locked at 1 goal apiece. It's half-time at Sydney Uni Football Ground. MacArthur leads Sydney Uni 1-0. Into the last 3 minutes here at Jensen Park. it's halftime at Christie Park as well, and the Northwest Sydney Koalas and Blacktown Spartans are locked in a 0-0 stalemate themselves. The Spartans have really improved over recent weeks. Also take this chance to remind you that on Thursday night at 6:45 p.m. we complete a double-header blockbuster at Belmore Sports Ground as the Sydney Olympic men's team kick off at 4:45, and that will be followed by our cameras at Belmore Sports Ground covering Sydney Olympic and Manly United in our Match of the Round Anzac Day special. Be sure to tune in and watch two sides that very experienced players on their rosters. That's Anzac Day, 25th of April, Sydney Olympic versus Manly, direct from Belmore Sports Ground at 6:45 kickoff. Wrapping up a double header with a men's match before at 4:45 p.m. He's Polias now, has Fraser in front, but she can't find her. Instead, Bankstown look to go the other way. It's Dada, finds Babin. Babin lays it back, but Borromeo clears. Steph Ambrose finds Dada. Apologies, Milivojevic. Still Milivojevic. She's given the ball away and now allows Petrados to go the other way. She looks for Borromeo. But Olympic give the ball straight back. Neither side can really keep possession. It looked a good chance for the home side, but they couldn't capitalise. And too many balls given away as the referee blows for half time. It's 1-1 here at Jensen Park. Bankstown City hit the front thanks to Candice Gaberis, but Sydney Olympic equalised in style through their superstar Teresa Polias with a fine free kick, giving Renee Krestanovska no chance. So it's half time here at Jensen Park. Bankstown City 1, Sydney Olympic 1. And we're back here for the second half at Jensen Park. Bankstown and Sydney Olympic locked in a 1-1 draw after the first 45 minutes. Bankstown taking the lead through Candice Cabarrus before Teresa Polias equalised from a set piece. Bankstown get the second half underway. Looking to get on the offensive from the get-go. Milivojevic loses possession. Petratus looks wide for Yadam. The sun in her eyes now. Also in our eyes here from the stand. Polias looks to find Yadam with a cheeky back heel, almost didn't come off. Ball in by Frampton to the far post. And Georgia Plessis now. Well tracked there by Tarkovsky. It'll be a corner to the away side. Good start for Olympic. Fraser looking to get on the end of this one. It's Koss. Still in the mixer there, but Bankstown just seemed to get the ball away, but only as far as Polias. Just over the bar. She's in some mood today. Couldn't test Kristanovska in that opportunity. She's got a cute little exchange with some of her own fans there behind the goal. It's Dada. Back for Michael. Dada flicks the ball over for Milivojevic, but she can't get there. Well defended by Matic. Tarkovsky heads out. Borromeo's looking to get on the end of that one. As you can see, the shadows slowly making their way across the pitch from the trees behind the grandstand. And it's Polias now on the ball moving forward. It's Petratos. Well defended there by Skaberis. Still Skaberis now. Finds Babin wide right, but Babin can't get control of the ball. It'll be a Sydney Olympic throw-in. Milivojevic plays in Babin, and it's Skaberis at the far post if she can find her. Instead, she goes to Dada. Still Dada. Milivojevic. Great ball across, and it's Dada with another opportunity. But Olympic managed to clear. Again, once Milivojevic gets on the ball, Bankstown look threatening every time. By far the best player on the park for the home side today. Dada can't get past Alaska. Now it's Fraser, who can find herself lucky to be on the pitch after that earlier challenge in the first half when unpunished from the referee. Sarah Yadam now finds Polias. The two combine. And now it's Georgia Plessis. It's well defended by Diana Tarkovsky. Bankstown City right back. Fraser can't get a hold of the ball, and it'll be a Bankstown throw now. And now Polias tries from distance. Confidence obviously high with the midfielder. Trying them from all different angles and distances. Scaberis, Bankstown City goal scorer, goes wide to Babin. Babin loses out to Koss. Emily Koss finds Fraser. Troy Spink asking from his team to keep hold of the ball and to stop coughing up possession so easily. It's Milivojevic now. Has Dada in front of her. Those two combine, and it's Milivojevic again. And now it's Dada. Dada tries a left-footed shot, but it's not going to test Matheson Wyman. Picks up comfortably. And now Atkin looks long to Plessis. Plessis does well to turn her defender. Polias. Borromeo. Sarah Yadam now. She'll be confident to take on Ambrose. That she does. Beats Ambrose. Beats her again. Gets into the box, but well defended. By Michael. Polias and Olympic playing with the ball in a dangerous position. They manage to move the ball the other way, and it's now Emily Koss. Combines well with Plessis, but they've given it away, and now here's Scaberis. And there's a fine chance. Again, Dada the provider. And again, that combination with Scaberis. And the left winger really should have made it 2 for the day and should have had Bankstown back in front. And Dada still working hard, looking to close down Matheson Wyman. Koss with a long throw, looking for Borromeo, but it's gone in and out from the throw-in. Bankstown look to go the other way. Battling midfield with Polias and Milivojevic. Experience versus youth. Polias definitely a player that Milivojevic would have looked up to. And it's now Steph Ambrose. Ambrose has a fine left foot. Mike almost gets caught out with that ball. But it's Sikowski now with space in front of her. Sikowski looks for Scaberis, but only into the hands of the Olympic goalkeeper. Matheson Wyman almost gets caught out. It's Tanya Babin working hard to win the ball off Koss, but Koss manages to get away with it, plays Fraser. Polias sends an early ball wide, but Sokovsky's there once more. She's been kept busy, the right back. She's dealt with all danger that's come her way so far. Petrados, he's Yadam now. Sarah Yadam will fancy her chances here. Steph Ambrose does well. Clears the ball out for a corner, and here's another set-piece opportunity for the away side. Options in the middle for Olympic now. Delivery comes, and it's up at the far post, but Kristanovska finds the ball in her hands. It was Frampton that rose and probably should have done better. And great control there in the middle of the park by Atkin. And Borromeo now does well to beat her defender, and she finds Plessis. Plessis back to Borromeo. Well defended by Nguyen. Now Polias does well in defence. Plessis gives a poor ball away. Frampton recognises that there was ball there to be won. She does win it, but gives it straight back. Silly shot from distance from the right back. And now Bankstown give the ball away again in dangerous position. It's Georgia Plessis. She has Petrados at the edge of the area. She finds her. Combination play between Polias and Petrados. Still Polias. Fine defending there. Excellent defending and excellent footwork, but Milivojevic does extremely well and wins the free kick. So much confidence from this youngster. One to definitely watch for the future. We've seen what she can do in this game so far. Came through the institute system. Still only a teenager. Definitely write that name down, Vesna Milivojevic. And there again, wins the ball off Polias and gets Polias into the book. Smart play from Milivojevic, picking the pocket of Polias, who had to make a foul there. Bankstown were on. Milivojevic now over the free kick. And Steph Ambrose on the edge of this one. But on a weaker right foot, she can't test Matheson Wyman. It's Frampton now going the other way. Finds Fraser out wide. Polias making a late run. Teresa Polias. And the little magician has found the back of the net with a header. Great ball by Sienna Fraser. And a neat header by one of the smallest players on the park, Teresa Polias. Heading over Renee Kristanovska to put Olympic into the lead. Sydney Olympic 2, Bankstown City 1. And 2 goals for Teresa Polias. True leader for this Olympic team. Her experience really shows in these games. And now Bankstown looking to go right away down the other end, but they're thwarted in that. Now Sarah Yadam on the ball for Olympic. Has Petrados in front. Yadam looks for Byron Mayo, and it's Fraser. Good defending from Bankstown. Steph Ambrose gives the ball away to Yadam. She's tackled by Milivojevic. Dada and Babin combining. Milivojevic looking for the ball, but it's Dada now. Can she get Bankstown right back into it? She's got Skaberis to the left. Skaberis! What a save by Matheson Wyman. Fine save by the Olympic keeper. Had to use her legs to save that one. Skaberis really should have Bankstown level. It's 2 great chances she's missed now for the home side. And now it's Milivojevic, but she couldn't get to that one. Game's really heating up now. Lots of chances at both ends. Bankstown should be level. Martic again there to clear the danger. Midway through the second half at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Centre. Emerging Jets and Tigers locked at a 1-1 draw. And MacArthur Rams still lead against Sydney Uni 1-0 at Sydney Uni Football Ground. Not many would have expected that result, especially with the injury concerns the Rams have at the moment. And the Illawarra Stingrays still trail Manly United 3-1. 60 minutes played there. And the Koalas and Spartans are still 0-0 at Christie Park. Just over 25 minutes to go here at Jensen Park, and Sydney Olympic lead 2-1. 2 goals to Teresa Polias, cancelling out Candice Caberis' opener. Polias now on the free kick. Options in the middle. Great ball in. And Petrados! A fine save by Kristanovska. Sarah Yadam with the first opportunity. Well saved by the Bankstown keeper. Only for the rebound to fall to Petrados, who could not get past the Bankstown custodian. Now Plessis with the corner for Olympic. Koss, but Ambrose on the mark to clear the ball. Looks for Babin, but Babin won't get there. Well defended by Halaska. Foul there by Michael on Petrados, and Jess Brampton will get us back underway. Petrados looks to change the side. And Polias has gone down there clutching the knee. Milivojevic finds herself in the book, but it seemed like Polias got stuck in the ground. Wasn't much in that one. Nevertheless, the referee has given Milivojevic a yellow card. Yadam. Oh, fine work by Sarah Yadam. Too much on the pass for Fraser, who manages to keep the ball in. Couldn't be their defender though. Fine challenge. And Plessis will take another corner, another set piece now for Olympic. Came close from the last corner. They look to make this one count now. A third goal will definitely put them in the driving seat for another 3 points and get them back on the winner's circle. Frampton! But only into the hands of Kristanovska. It was a good header, but just lacked a bit of direction. Enough power. Milivojevic looks long for Babin. If Babin can win through here, yes she can. Tanya Babin. Well defended there by Atkin, and it'll be a corner now for Bankstown. Good work by Tanya Babin to win the ball there. And it's a poor corner. It'll be a goal kick to Olympic. Disappointing for the Bankstown coach, Amy Data, only hitting the side netting from that corner. Bankstown pressing high, and it's Babin. Error there by Matheson Wyman, but Babin couldn't capitalise on the error. Cecilia Matic calmly done there, but a handball by Milivojevic. Has the ball back with Olympic from the free kick. Long by Polias, but Bankstown up to the task. Ball back with Kristanovska. Tsakovsky. Looks long for Babin, but can't find her winger, and it'll be ball again for the Olympic keeper. She won't want to play with this one too much. Good challenge from Tsakovsky. The ball remains at Olympic's feet, and it's Polias now. Looks wide to Petrados, who has Michael on her back. Fraser, back for Frampton. And now Milivojevic looking to make something happen for Bankstown. Ball to Dada, but poor ball there by Dada. And Polias picks it up in midfield and goes the other way now. Petrados. Polias moving the ball forward. Plessis with the cross. But Yadam not aware to get to the near post. Kost loses out to Milivojevic, who moves into the box. Vesna Milivojevic squares it up. But fine defending there by Halaska. It's Fraser. Milivojevic looked to square up Babin. She was probably better off going on her own. Ambrose now under pressure from Fraser. Plays the ball back to Kristanovska, who's under pressure from Yadam. And can only clear as far as Borromeo. Still Borromeo. Borromeo with an effort, but it's wide. And it'll be a goal kick to Bankstown. Milivojevic again. She's the one Bankstown want the ball at. Still Milivojevic. She's got Dada. What a ball from Milivojevic, and Dada's into the box. Dada! Great save by Jada Matheson-Wyman once more. She even held the ball. It was a powerful effort from Dada. A fine ball from Milivojevic. It's Plessis now to the far post. The ball's made its way out. It looks like it's the Milivojevic v Polias show here today. Two players showing some fine skill and great football. Excellent passing. And Dada plays a silly ball there. And now Olympics given it straight back to the striker, but another poor ball by Dada. To be honest, she did have little movement from the front three. There's another chance now for Bankstown. It's just over the bar. Two players in the box. They won't be happy with that. From Skiberis. Olympic head to the bench. Kristi Konovsky making her way on. And Natasha Atkin will make her way off the pitch. And Sari Adam looks for Fraser, but Fraser may be struggling with tiredness and a bit of cramp. Nguyen for Tsakovsky. Tsakovsky looked for the early ball, but Babin couldn't get there. It was too much on it for her. Tsakovsky finds Milivojevic, who easily turns Frampton. Frampton's moved into the center of defense while Konovsky's gone to the right back row. Long ball. And Dada's on the end of this one. She's onside. But Matheson-Wyman shows while she's one of the best in the league and the country. You'd expect her to be one of those that could find themselves on Ante Milicic's Matilda's squad for the World Cup in France. It'll be a great experience for such a young goalkeeper who's so promising. Definitely one of the best in the country. And it's a chance now for Bankstown. Steph Ambrose, she has a good left foot. She's jogged over to take this one. A foul on Babin. Sikorsky makes her way forward. Should be one that Ambrose will be aiming for. Ambrose. And it's gone over Matheson Wyman, and I think that'll be a corner. Yes, it is. The goalkeeper got a touch onto that one. And Dada will take this corner. She'll hope she'll do better than her last attempt. That found its way into the side netting. Dada. Tarkovsky, and this is a great chance. And Bankstown really should have done better there. As another great opportunity. I think that was Cecilia Matic at the far post. Centre back's finish. And now Plessis. Steph Ambrose, though, wins the ball but gives it straight back to Sarah Yadam, who's tucked in for substitute Konofsky, who's made her way forward. And it's Petrados looking toward the middle. And I think Fraser's cleared that ball out. It was easier to put the ball into the back of the net. She's done Sikorsky's job for her and cleared the danger. It's another substitution. Amy Dada makes her way off. She'll be replaced by Alice Lee. Milivojevic crunched there, but the referee says no foul. It'll be just a Bankstown throw-in. And again, Milivojevic on the ball, but this time she loses it. Finally a bit of respite from the sun. Dropping below the trees. Make life a lot easier for us on the grandstand. Milivojevic. Olympic clear their lines. Alice Lee seemed to get fouled there, but play on. And Lee looks to challenge for this one, but she can't get there. Steph Ambrose making a run up to the far post, and Babin and Lee both in the middle, but neither on the end of that one. Michael on the ball. Ambrose making a run down the left. She's found her. Steph Ambrose into the box. Two in the middle to aim for. She can't find neither though. And Koss gets the ball away. Great ball by Michael to find Steph Ambrose. Skaperis loses out there. And now Petrados looks to make something happen for Olympic. Sarah Yadam combines with Fraser, but it's still the ball out with Olympic. Fraser and Petrados combining now. Yadam for Polias, who's on a hat-trick. Plessis. Poor choice there and sends the ball well over the bar. We're into the last 10 minutes and Petrados stings the palms of Kristanovska. Well-controlled effort. Not enough to beat the Bankstown number one. Manly still lead the Illawarra Stingrays by 3-1, and that'll be the Stingrays' first defeat of 2019. Should the result stay that way, just over 10 to go. The Koalas and Spartans are still locked at 0-0. Last 5 minutes in that one. And with time ticking north, the Northern Tigers are now lead the Emerging Jets 2-1. Hannah McNulty putting the away side in front. And here's Sarah Yadam. Two defenders on her back. Alice Lee and Steph Ambrose. Finds Petrados, who finds Polias with space. Well closed down by Milivojevic. Slightly late challenge from Milivojevic. And Yadam having her say. Making sure the referee hears what she has to say. And would you believe it? Sydney Uni has turned the result around, and they now lead the MacArthur Rams by 2-1 in stoppage time. The Rams with a great opportunity, but Uni clear their lines, and now Polias looking for a hat trick. Teresa Polias, Kristanovska comfortable. Fantastic turnaround from Alex Opakis' side if they can hold out till full time. And Steph Ambrose almost finds Milivojevic. Not enough on that pass though. Petrados. Well defended by Michael. But she's given the ball straight to Polias. And again, Michael loses the ball. Koss. Koss finds Polias, who looks the other way and spreads the ball wide right. Sarah Yadam beats her first defender. Sarah Yadam into the box, slips in Plessis, but she's offside. Excellent work by the right winger. Now Milivojevic. Matic comfortable. Michael almost loses the ball again. Sienna Fraser now on the left wing. Swap with Yadam once more. Borromeo, she's had a good game in midfield. And Plessis now. Plessis. Almost surprises Kristanovska from that angle. Ball just went wide. It looked like it was on its way in. And Olympic working very hard in the closing stages of this game, not allowing Bankstown too much space to play out, but Kristanovska's found Sakovsky, who's had a poor touch there, still manages to get the ball to Babin. Milivojevic was there all alone, but Babin couldn't find her. And Matheson Wyman calmly finds Polias in midfield. And at Sydney Uni football ground, we're going to have a red card in the last minute of play, 96th minute. Lena Karmas has been brought down on the edge of the area. And it'll be a red card, it looks like, to Tori Thomas. She's seen her marching orders. Smart foul from Sydney Uni. Back to the action here, and Plessis with a corner. Had Koss in the middle, and down to Polias. That would have been something special and some way to wrap up the hat-trick. And Sarah Yadam now looks for Polias. And almost a cheeky lob there from Borromeo. And Kylie Ledbrook's done it again at Sydney Uni football ground. In fact, it was Renee Rollison in the 98th minute. She's found the equaliser for the MacArthur Rams. Sydney Uni 2, MacArthur Rams 2 in the meantime. It's another substitution here at Jensen Park. Stephanie Skolevska's made her way onto the pitch, former MacArthur Rams player. She's replaced Candice Gaberis, the goal scorer. Alice Lee, Skolevska and Sarah Yadam in battle there. And it's finally full time at Sydney Uni football ground. Sydney Uni 2, MacArthur Rams 2, and now Petrados with Plessis at the far post. Georgia Plessis can't find the target. We're into the 89th minute here at Jensen Park. Time running out for the home side to get anything from this fixture. And we're into the last few minutes at Cromer Park as well. Manly still lead the Illawarra Stingrays 3-1. As we said, it's a league that just keeps giving. You can't pick it week in, week out. And it's poor ball there. Fraser seems like she's run out of legs. Sarah Yadam now. She's full of energy, even this late in the game. Now Alice Lee pulls out of that one. Konovsky. And Plessis with another opportunity, but she can't settle it. Bankstown live on. The Northwest Sydney Koalas have missed a penalty at Christie Park. And it's still 0-0 there. Sarah Yadam now making her way off for Sydney Olympic. She's worked tirelessly here today and she's been an integral part of this Sydney Olympic team and victory. She's replaced by Claire Katumbas. Skalevska loses that battle. Polias just sends it long. As far away from goal as possible. And we're into the 92nd minute. Time almost up for the home side. There won't be much more added time. There weren't many stoppages whatsoever in this game. And it's Milivojevic dropping back to take the ball forward. Bankstown need her on the ball. She is again. Not many options for her. She seems to be running in the wrong direction. This could be the last chance for Bankstown. Long ball in, but straight into the hands of Jada Matheson-Wyman. And that's full time at Jensen Park. Sydney Olympic have turned it around after going down early. Candice Cabarrus finding the lead for Bankstown after a fine pass from Amy Dada, but it's Teresa Polias who's stolen the show here at Jensen Park with two fantastic goals. The first, a spectacular free kick from the edge of the area, and the second, a fine header giving Kristanovska in the Bankstown goal no chance for both goals. The win will see Olympic move further up the table, while Bankstown will more than likely stay where they are in the bottom half. Make sure to tune in on Thursday night at 6:45 as we complete an NPL New South Wales double header, both men's and women's. Sydney Olympic in the men's kicking off at 4:45 at Belmore Sports Ground, followed by the women's game between Sydney Olympic and Manly United with kickoff set for 6:45. And we'll call that a day here at Jensen Park. Bankstown City 1, Sydney Olympic 2.